everybody, it's Bob, and I'm back with my playthrough of Final Fantasy V for Fiesta. And Angels and his friends Lenna, Galuf, and Faris are back in Karnak, right outside the steamship. So yeah, last episode I ended up with getting the Shiva summon, the optional summon, and I said I would just come back here between episodes. So yep, just warped back through that meteor. I picked up basically 15 of all the restorative items, like the eye drops for dark, antidotes for poison. I picked up 25 softs because eventually we're going to run into enemies that are made of stone, and you can just throw a soft potion on them and defeat them instantly. So picked up a few extras there. So here we are in the steamship. So we got 4 new enemies we can run into here. A lot of treasure. Is kind of a funky little maze. So we'll be going up and down different floors, taking elevators. So it could get easy. It's pretty easy to get lost. So you might want to follow along here. So I have all my red mages with the guard ability. So when they're not using magic, they can just guard and protect any from physical damage. And angels with that mithril sword and the dual grip will be able to pretty much one-shot everything. So I have the red mages, Lenna and Galuf, with lightning rods. In case they run into these guys here that come down after certain battles, they're weak to lightning. If you don't defeat them real quickly, like one-shot them, they can use an exploder spell, which is a blue magic spell, but it does a lot of damage. So I want to try to avoid that. So try to take them out with a boosted lit 2 spell with the lightning rods. So now we have these crew dusts there. They're the shadows at the bottom. Remember what that one person said back in Karnak? They said that, hey, if they're left alone, they'll use that flash spell, which blinds you. Blind cuts your accuracy down to 25%. So you don't want to get hit with that, obviously. That's a blue magic spell. It's good to have if you're a blue mage, but we have a blue mage in this playthrough, so we want to avoid that. That's why I picked up some eyedroppers, just in case, you know, they decide to blind us. We'll be safe, so. And there's finally the last enemy there, the poltergeist, the thing at the bottom there. So that takes care of all the enemies in this area. So, yeah, they, unfortunately we don't have wind or water. They're both basically blue magic spells. So wind would be like the arrow spell. Water would be like, there's like an aqua breath spell later on. So, but if we don't have the weaknesses, you just use Angel's double grip sword. And at this, at the level that he's at, and the store that he has, the mithril sword, he can, like I said, pretty much one-shot everything here. So, alrighty. Head back down to this floor. Get the treasure chest over there on the left, and then we're going to go down the hatch on the right. And then we'll head into the other doorway. And we'll finally get to see those elevators. It's pretty neat when you get to like the upper floors. You can like look down and you can see the floor below like blown up or like smaller. Not blown up, but like smaller, so like you can make it out. So you'll see it coming up soon. So remember how this floor, see how it's kind of laid out? We're going to head in here. And we're going to, remember, like they said, to operate the elevator, hit the red switch. As you hit the red switch, now we're going to be up on this floor. And if we look down, the floor below, like on the grate, see it's kind of laid out how it was earlier. So there's that elevator, that door we went into earlier to get to the elevator. So yeah, it's pretty neat. They kept it consistent like that. So got another elevator to ride. Let's ride this one down. And besides elevators, there's also going to be like ventilation shafts we'll be running around through. So there's a conveyor belt there. It's moving up, so you can't use that conveyor belt. You have to approach from the bottom. If we try to step on it, it will just push us back up to the top. So there's a few conveyors like that. So to get the treasure, we got to approach it from a different angle. So we're basically going to have to fall from the ceiling above down into that little hole there. But luckily, we're taking this elevator up to a floor higher, so we'll eventually be able to fall down a hole to get to that treasure chest. So we have 6 places we can go here. We want to head to the middle one here first. And we can take an elevator, and that's going to take us to there's a treasure chest to the north of the shaft that we walked through. So we're gonna go in this shaft here, kind of loop around a little bit, and then we'll end up and getting that other treasure chest. We'll grab it. We couldn't grab it when we first got out of here because that conveyor belt's going over to the right, and you'll see when we step on it, it's just going to shoot us real quick over to the right. So green beret's nice. It increases agility and strength and defense. So we want to pick up some more of them for Galuf and Faris then. So yeah, the conveyor just pushes back. Now we're gonna take this way back, go back to that room where we have the 6 choices. Most of the choices though are pointless to take. So you only need to be able to take 3 to get all the treasures. So we took that one there in the middle. We don't have to take any more on the top, because the other one at the top will just take us around to that treasure chest again. Will take us to a dead end. The one on the left and the one on the right take us to dead ends as well. If we take the one on the second in the middle, we'll fall down this hole. We're able to get this Thief's Glove, which basically doubles the success of Steel. Steel has a base chance of 40%. So that boosts up your Steel percentage to 80%. If you have a Thief, there's a monster in the next dungeon that has elixirs. You can steal them really easily off that thing, so it's a good place to farm elixirs. And that glove is perfectly situated for you to use to steal all those elixirs coming up. So, but yeah, you just kind of warp around here. Those other ones I said that they basically led you to dead ends, they basically take you around to here. But now instead of going into the third one over, we're just going to go into the second one over. And that'll take us all the way down to the bottom to a different hole. And this hole will actually take us to where we want to go. So we want to head up into that doorway there first, but before we do that, we're going to take the stairway over there to the right. It's kind of hidden in the corner there. And grab some treasure. Not too many treasure chests left in here. So, press that switch, it opens up a secret door, and we get a full moon. It's a boomerang weapon, good for like thieves. We don't have anyone who can use it though, so thieves and ninjas I think use them. So it deals the same damage from the back row. It just have a reduced accuracy though, so you tend to miss more, but I guess you get that defensive advantage. You can put a character in the back row and not have their attack hurt or cut in half basically. So make another save here, save over last year's job Fiesta, and we're gonna want to make sure we have full magic points because the boss coming up is pretty susceptible to magic. So it's a good thing we have the ice rods and boosted ice magic. Yeah, the base power of Ice 1 is 15. The base power of Ice 2 is 50, so it's more than 3 times as powerful, the Ice 2 compared to Ice 1. And then we boosted by another 50% with the Ice Rod, and we're doing some really good damage to the boss coming up here. A little tricky here. If you gotta go back to the save point, you press the button on the bottom there, the levers. That'll extend that bridge over there. You have to step on this guy first and hit it from the side. That'll take us up this way, and because we switched that switch earlier on the left, we're able to grab the last treasure in here, the elixir. Here's where our boss is. So, hey, it's the Queen. Queen Karnak. What? Uh-oh, she's possessed by that dark cloud. Remember the it possessed the King of Tycoon too, and then it must have did something to the captain of the guard when we were in the castle earlier. He said, the guy was like, "Sir, get better, you know," and the guy's like, "Black Shadow." So here's the boss, the Liquid Flame. He has 3 different forms. Depending on which form you defeat will determine his drop. For the most part, every single one is weak against ice except for the hand. So he always starts out as the man. And once you hit him with a spell, then he will counter and change forms. And you can change to either a hand or the tornado form. So, tornado form has pretty good evasion. So you may miss some of your attacks if you're attacking the tornado form, kind of like in the Fiend of Wind in Final Fantasy IV. When she's in tornado form, she has really good evasion. But usually each form, when you hit them and they change forms, they'll have a counter. So the man counters with the blaze spell that hits everybody. The tornado casts magnet, which pulls a character, switches the character's row. As you see, it pulled Lenna to the front row. The hand here is the one that you can't hit with magic. It resists everything, so you're just going to have to hit it with a physical attack. So I have to let angels do some damage to it. So yeah, I try to hit it with ice, and it just absorbs everything, so... It resists it, I mean, it doesn't absorb. If it absorbed, it would have, whatchamacallit, it would have gained hit points back. And then that one counters with a Fire 2 spell on one of your characters, so... But we have white magic with our red mages and black magic too, so... Not a tough boss at all. Unfortunately, I defeated on the best thing you probably would have wanted to do would defeat it on the hand form, because then it would have gotten the flame rod, which was the best equipment. We can always buy more rods. The flame bow, only the archer can use that. We can't use that class. And the scroll, if you were to beat it as a man, that's an item that the ninja can throw. Queen Karnak. I was being controlled by something, an evil spirit, a being who seeks darkness. Queen. It isn't just the machine's fault that the crystals are shattering. The evil spirit is using them, trying to bring about his resurrection. Please, protect the crystal fire. You should be able to get to the crystal room through that pipe. Alright. And the queen just doesn't say, says the same thing. Alright, so please protect the crystal. Now we're just going to head into this little pipe, and that takes us right into the crystal room, because remember the steamship was pulling power from the crystal. So it makes sense that it attaches to the crystal. So we just head up through this thing, and we get this little cutscene here. The crystal, it's still okay. That's good. But, uh-oh, something's about to happen, though. Uh-oh, a bomb. Hey, it's the wolf. Yes, it's safe. He's trying to protect the crystal, too, I guess. Galuf? And he knows Galuf. Maybe you can tell Galuf who he is. A werewolf. Stop, I'm not your enemy. Huh? Galuf, what's wrong with you? You know me? I don't remember who I am. Still has that amnesia. Well, tell him who he is, werewolf. Unfortunately, before the werewolf can spill the beans on who Galuf really is, this soldier comes in and he switches that button. What are you doing? If you do that, the crystal will shatter. And that guy's also possessed by some evil spirit. That's 3. Just one more will dissolve the seal. Fwahaha. And now those pipes there are going to connect to the crystal and I guess give it more power. And that'll end up shattering the crystal, unfortunately. Can we stop it? Nope, it's no use. The lever's broken. It won't go back. See, so now you see the pipes are coming over and going to pump more power, I guess, into the crystal. And unfortunately, the werewolf guy is stuck there. Galuf, while I'm holding this, get out of here. There's only one left. You've got to protect the Earth Crystal. And the fire's starting again. Come on, go. When the crystal explodes, this castle's going to go. Escape from this castle quickly. Werewolf, let's save him. So this is why I kind of did that leveling up, because we're going to be in a timed event here. Where we have to escape the castle before it blows up. But... we're going to be random encounters, so we're going to be strong enough to be able to defeat the encounters and still get all the treasure. Because this is like a one and done thing. You can never come back here because the castle is going to blow up, so it's going to be gone off the world map. So you have to get the treasures now. So when I still get that 100% rating. Now with the crystal destroyed, the fires are going to go out. So all those rooms that were blocked and treasure chests that were blocked by the fires, they're going to be open now. And that includes back in the town. So we'll be able to get that free fire rod that we couldn't get earlier. Is the power of the crystal dissipating? Yes, if we were to, when we were in the jail, if we would have went to the left, we would end up down that room where the healing pot was, and then taken here, but we wouldn't be able to get to the crystal, so. The fire crystal's powers will support this castle. The crystal shattered, the castle will explode? Yes, there isn't much time. Luckily, the game gives you the auto run ability here. This is normally an ability that only a thief has, but they give it to you here because you've got to be running to escape. So before we escape, though, we're going to head back here, grab that healing potion, save our game right here, and this is where we'll pick up in our next episode. Can we escape the castle? Find out in our next episode. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.